Well, it's sunset again. This seems to be one of the best times for me to get out and go walking. Some fun barns behind me. I don't know if you can see that. Some neighbor's property. Anyway, I'm on day 7 of the 75 hard, and it's continues to be a challenge in different ways. But the one thing that I wanted to encourage you with this, well, not this morning, this evening, this today, is to make it a point to surround yourself with people who will encourage you and lift you up and give you wisdom and advice if you don't have that. I have always found it important to try to have a circle of counsel in my life. Have people that I can confide in, people that are much more mature and wise in different areas than me. And I often think of how a king or a queen rules in a kingdom, and that is by having counselors to give them input and make their decisions. And there's a verse somewhere in the Bible that one time influenced that, based something to the effect of like, in a multitude of counselors there is safety. Or I think there's a few verses in Proverbs that it talks about how a king prepares to go to war, and how important it is to have good counsel. And so I've just tried to live my life as with purpose in a lot of the big things that I've do, and the big decisions I've had to make, by being someone who surrounds myself with counsel. And I say all this because the other side of it is that many people never separate themselves from the drama and the people that weigh them down in life. And sometimes you just have to recognize that there are seasons when you have to separate yourself from the craziness. And I'm not necessarily speaking to my own drama at the moment, but it provokes me, I guess, in this thinking of drama, thinking of people both support and people that oppose you, how important it is to be aware of the people in your life. And there was a book I read years ago. I think I referred to one lifeboat story on this podcast, or this, since I started vlogging last week, the 75 hard. I think early on I referred to one couple that had survived like 86 days or something on the ocean. But there was another story of a group of people that went down in a yacht years ago, and or in some fashion, and they were on a lifeboat with multiple people, and they found at some point that they had to, I can't remember if there was one or two of them, but at some point they decided to, that the people the people in the lifeboat with them were not persuaded they were going to live. They didn't have the same resolute focus to survive the ordeal like they did. And so at some point they chose to distinguish themselves and to separate themselves from that talk, that negative energy, that negative, the negative thinking and speaking. And they literally moved themselves to the other side of the lifeboat. And in that survival situation, it wasn't much longer before the other two succumbed to something. I don't know what it was, but they didn't survive. And it was the two that had removed themselves from that situation that were able to survive to get picked up and rescued. And so it really just stood out in my mind all these years. Like, there are some situations where you're trapped with other people and you're in a boat or you're in a situation, but you have to physically remove yourself to whatever degree, or you have to mentally draw boundaries and lines. Like, you're not going to be affected by those words. You're not going to be affected by that thinking. You're not going to be infected or affected by that negative energy. And only in doing that are you able to survive those situations. And so the 75 hard is a mental toughness challenge. And I'm not detailing it all. I'm not trying to describe every element of my day like so many others are vlogging. I'm mostly here to just say, hey, I'm walking this out day by day. If you're looking for just a nugget of inspiration for today and a way to think about what you're doing and to challenge you, then this is it. And I just really encourage you to think about the people you're surrounding yourself with for positive, and also the people that you need to cut off or remove in your life or to separate from that have negative energy that you need to, so that, because in order to do and complete this 75 hard, you need both a pull into your future of people that are going to encourage you and challenge you and surround you and affirm you. And maybe I can be one in your corner, but the other side is true too. You need to remove that negativity. So stay hard, finish strong. We'll see you on the next video.